WIBTA if I don't let my daughter put a lock on her door? My daughter has recently turned 16 and, for a couple of months now, has been constantly asking for a lock to be put on her door. She says it's to keep her brother out, but barges into her room every now and then to bother her, but I'm not sure if the benefit is worth having the lock in place. I don't like the secrecy of her locking herself in her room, and I'm worried she's trying to hide something from me, or that she'll take the opportunity to lock me out. I admit that I've forgotten to knock sometimes, but other than that I see no reason as to why she'd need a lock. The way I see it, it's my house and I'm simply unwilling to have any locks put in anywhere. She's young and doesn't really know what she's asking for. So, WIBTA if I don't let her get the lock installed? WIBTA if you force her to not be able to lock her door? I think this is perfectly normal. Let her have a little control over her space. WIBTA if she has a history of doing illegal stuff or things that are greatly concerning to a reasonable parent. You didn't say it. She's 16 and she wants privacy. If you feel the need to compromise, which you should, tell her you get a key. Otherwise, you're being unreasonable with a young adult who wants a little privacy now and again. Parents should get an extra key no matter what, but only used for emergencies. What if she passes out in there and you need to get in? What if she forgets something important at home and asks you to bring something to her? What if she locks the key in the room by mistake, but you mostly just treat it as if you don't have it? WIBTA. She's 16. Old enough for privacy. Or would you prefer that her little brother finds her sex toys, or that you walk in on her masturbating? It's not nice to think about your 16-year-old daughter doing this but this is a reality. Let her have her space. WIBTA you admit yourself you don't knock and her brother goes in too. Give her a lock. She might not even use it, but knowing she has the possibility of using it can make all the difference. If op is like this about a silly lock situation, I can't imagine what kind of a helicopter parent they are on a daily basis. Yikes. WIBTA. Everyone needs some privacy, and you're the one who controls that. Let your daughter have a chunk of it. Also, you need to reel in your son. Why does he think it's alright to bother her just on principle? Also, you need to reel in your son. Exactly. Op. Why are you okay with this? She says it's to keep her brother out, but barges into her room every now and then to bother her. If you insist no lock is needed, then the least you could do is have a very strict rule of nobody ever entering before having knocked and gotten permission. Very late edit, because this cracks me up. Op also asked this question on the Slate parenting advice column. HTTPS link. Last question. And got a very basic give her the lock. Next question. I wonder if he's conceded yet? I hope his daughter found all the support for her position online. Doesn't really know what she's asking for. She wants a lock on her door. That is what she is asking for. WIBTA. Yeah, this bit also struck me as weird. Yes, she knows exactly what she's asking for, privacy. WIBTA if you don't install a lock and don't also consistently enforce privacy rules in your house. I never had a lock on my door. But that's because my parents let me keep my door shut. B. Always knocked. C. Waited until I actually said come in or opened the door for them before they walked in. And D. Enforced these rules for everyone in the household. If one of my brothers had insisted on barging into my room regularly, I wouldn't feel safe. And I would have needed a lock. So, if you can't prevent your son and yourself from entering her room without her express permission, get her a lock so she can get changed in peace. Yeah. My parents fucked up a lot of things, but they were always good about giving me privacy and respecting my space. WIBTA. A 16-year-old girl is entitled to privacy, and you've conceded her brother doesn't respect that. And even you've encroached. I feel for the kid. Imagine having your own family make you feel at best uneasy, and at worst, scared and embarrassed in your most private space. and the parental response is to deny you a simple fix. Clearly, she isn't valued much in that household. At least not valued as much as the son. That's pretty clear. He gets to barge into a 16-year-old girl's room whenever. Fuck you for allowing that. Opus. The first time he did that there should have been a stern talking to about her privacy. She could be undressing. She doesn't even get the basic respect of not allowing him to do that to her. WIBTA. Dude, she's 16 not 6. What nefarious thing do you think she is keeping secret? She wants a lock on the door for insurance that she can beat the meat without someone kicking in the door, or have some privacy. Give it a rest. You're treating her like she's untrustworthy before she's even done anything wrong. And quit with the "it's my house" shit until she starts being disrespectful or taking advantage. There is no need for that. He can't even trust his own daughter. No wonder she doesn't trust him to give her privacy without a lock. I admit that I've forgotten to knock sometimes, but other than that I see no reason as to why she'd need a lock. She says it's to keep her brother out, who barges into her room every now and then to bother her. You're a bit dense. She's young and doesn't really know what she's asking for. And you think your child is an idiot. 16-year-olds aren't as stupid as you think. WIBTA. You aren't legally required to give your daughter that much privacy, but you're simply telling her that her privacy isn't important to you. And you think she's an idiot. For some reason the forgetting to knock thing annoyed me the most. To me it's pretty common courtesy to knock when you see a closed door. Whether you're in public or at home. No wonder the poor girl wants a lock. She's got people barging into her room constantly, which would be annoying as hell. WIBTA. For one, teens deserve privacy. And 2, don't punish your daughter just because you refuse to parent your son. Punish him when he doesn't respect boundaries. Punish him when he doesn't respect boundaries. You're saying this to a guy who needs to be taught to respect boundaries himself. WIBTA. My brother used to barge into my room when I was 16 and he was 4ish. I hated it so much. But because he broke the frame, the door only needed to be pushed hard for it to open. The lock was useless. My mom and his dad thought it was hilarious, and so did he, because he would do it constantly. I hated taking showers at home because he would open and close the door multiple times until I would snap and yell at him. Then, of course, I would get into trouble for yelling. It was all very humiliating. Get your kid a lock on her door. Don't be an asshole. Geez, that sucks. Parents don't understand what they are doing when they laugh at these things. My brother and his wife once gave their 2-year-old son a lightsaber toy and found it hilarious when he would knock things over. Hit our dog, and once he decided it was so funny to hit me in the face with it. It wasn't a huge deal. I had a nosebleed, but there wasn't a bruise or anything. But fuck, it hurt, and they were just laughing and found it so cute that he had broken things and hurt me and my dog. Now he's 6 and they don't know where he got it from, that he'll get violent during an argument or tantrum, or laugh when he accidentally knocks someone over. Younger kids. WIBTA. She's young and doesn't know what she's asking for. She is 16 and asking for a lock. This guy's response to this was all wrong. If my daughter asked for a lock on her door, I mean she already has one, because it's a fucking bedroom. But if she didn't and asked, I can't imagine my response being anything but "okay honey," and driving over to the hardware store and getting one. Dude has a trust issue with his daughter to get over first, if letting her lock her bedroom door spooks him. WIBTA. You have a brother that doesn't respect her privacy. You don't respect her privacy. I admit I've forgotten to knock sometimes. I regularly barge in myself. It's my house. This whole post, I'm looking for the consent to not grant my daughter privacy. I don't know your kid. I don't know your relationship with her. But having a lock on a door is a first defense, so you can't use the shitty excuse of forgetting not to knock and can keep her brother out. You seem really chill about the fact your older brother regularly bothers her. You knock. She lets you in. It's your house, but yeah. You're an asshole. If you enjoyed this video then hit the like button and subscribe if you'd like to see more future videos.